In a shop with a lot of text and tablets, the alerts can get confused sometimes from one to the other. So what we're going to do is go into the settings area by tapping on the double gear. And what we're going to do is configure some alerts for this tablet. So right now this is set for the default alert, so I'm going to tap on the drop down box and I'm going to choose a different alert. And every time you choose an alert, it's going to give you a few seconds. And when you get the one that the technician prefers, one per technician should do the job. And after it's set, just basically press the back arrow and you're done. And again, this will be a setting per tablet, so it's not going to travel with the technician. If you assign them to a different tablet, you'll just have to configure the alert accordingly. When you have a busy shop and you'd like to collapse the tiles on it but still see what repair is open, you can see here that the ones that are open have got the green bar and the yellow on a tile. But when you put it in collapse mode, what's also nice is now you can see that the vehicle that the technician is actually working on will automatically expand. That way you can see all the markers and things that are actually associated with that repair order. You can also see that when the technician switches to another one, you can see that the tile automatically collapses back. If the vehicle is at the shop and you want to edit the customer's phone number, the quickest way is to click on the customer name, go to communication settings, left click, go down to where it says phone number, enter the new phone number, tab off of it, and you can see it automatically identified the carrier and then press submit. If you want to change or verify their email address, tap on email, enter the new email address, and if you're going to update the email address for this vehicle only, leave this check mark and press submit. If you're going to update the email address for all the customers' vehicles, for the actual account email, then you'll click here. If you want to remove the account email address, check here and submit. And to disable all email communications, you can use this checkbox. The quickest way to see if vehicles are stuck on a workflow step too long, over an hour in fact, is to go over to the red bell button, left click, and let's go down and actually cycle through and find, I'm going to remove the alerts off. And now you can see that the vehicle identification on each of these tiles that have been there longer than an hour are actually flashing. I'm going to go back while I've got this here and actually move over to another one. And now I can see that I've got vehicles over here that have been waiting for inspect longer than an hour. So this is a very quick way to cycle through and see if things are parked too long in one place. If you have a problem with things waiting for parts too long, you might cycle down to waiting on parts and just leave it that way and make sure nothing's flashing on the screen. So this is a great tool to use for a visual of what's going on. To get more visibility of tiles on today's vehicle page, you can quickly zoom in and out on your browser by using keyboard strokes. Control minus will let you get more information on the screen, and Control plus at the same time will let you zoom in closer. Great keyboard shortcuts. The quickest way to find a vehicle on the today's vehicle page, if you can't see it, is to use the search function. The black circle with the magnifying glass, left click, and choose any of these items, the repair order number, last name, or vehicle license plate. In this case, I'm going to search for Mr. Steele. I'm going to left click on search. I found it. I can see the workflow step that it's in. I can click on the RO number, and it will open a work order pop-up. We're going to take a quick look at importing technician assignment. You can see here there's no mileage. On each of these operations, you can see that there's no technician or labor time assigned. We're going to save out of this the repair order. We're going to switch over to Live Shop, and we're going to open up the little Mazda 3. We're going to click on the wrench icon. We're going to look through. You can see the jobs that are marked complete. The technicians are now on the jobs, which they weren't on Protractor before. You can see the mileage is now entered. We're going to move over. We're going to look down through the inspection sheet. You can see on purpose we didn't take any images here, but we did add some other service packages to the inspection sheet for import. We're going to switch it over to creating estimate by using the drop down on the top left-hand corner. We're going to click OK. This is going to lock the repair order so nothing goes to technician approved. Our next step is to import into Protractor. And to do that, we're going to use the work order update button. After we press the work order update button, what we're waiting for is a message to come back saying that we've exported the information to the management system. We're going to click OK. Left click. We're going to switch back to the management system. We're going to open up the repair order. And now you can see the mileages came in. The technician assignments has come in. On the left-hand side, you can see all the ones with green bars now where the technician assignments has come in. So each one of the jobs that have a technician has got a green bar on it now. The quickest way to find a vehicle on the today's vehicle page, if you can't see it, is to use the search function. The black circle with the magnifying glass, left click, and choose any of these items, the repair order number, last name, or vehicle license plate. In this case, I'm going to search for Mr. Steele. I'm going to left click on search. I found it. I can see the workflow step that it's in. I can click on the RO number, and it will open a work order pop-up. When it comes to editing photos and notes in the repair order or the inspection sheet, it's very quick. I'm going to come over here and left click on one of the photos, and you can see now the notes can be edited up in the top area for the repair order labor line and also the picture notes at the same time. You can cycle through and it will move on to the next repair order line. So this is a really quick way to be able to edit. I'm going to close out of here and move over to the inspection sheet. I'm going to left click on any one of the photos. And now you can see it's opened up and we've got the information here for the walk around topic, the customer notes. I can actually leave this where it's approved for the customer to see. And I can see the notes down in the picture here also. I can also see that the notes are approved. If I disapprove one and then move to the next one, you can see this number count goes up. And it's not going to let you close out of here unless all the notes are approved or removed. So I'm going to come back here and mark it approved, and now I can close out. So this is a really quick way to actually go through and edit all the notes and pictures all at one time. This upper area is collapsible if you need a little bit more real estate on the screen, as is the lower. If you need a little bit more room to work on, depending on the resolution of your monitor, you can downsize it here or upsize it. And again, you can't close out of the window unless all of these things are marked approved or actually removed. I'm going to hit close and close. There's also one other setting here that may be of interest to some that actually really like the way all their notes come in from the technician and feel that they don't need to be edited all by the service advisor. And to do that, we're going to come over here to inspection, and we're going to go over here into settings. And we're going to come down here to where it says approve all edited notes all at once and check this. And that way they'll all be approved. When you want to change the message in your custom workflow step notification, go to the three black bars that are the hamburger menu, click, move down to where it says settings, left click, go to where it says inspection, left click, go to where it says customer messages, left click, go to where it says enable editing, left click. Now that you're on the workflow step that you want, press the pencil, make the edits you desire, press OK. And then the last step should always be to preview and see how it's going to look. When you want to resave the size of the work order pop-up to better fit your monitor, if you click on the wrench icon, grab one of the edges, stretch it to where you want it to better fit your screen, and then hit close or simply hit escape. And next time you open it, it will be the new size that you chose. If a customer asks you to adjust their customer communication preferences while they're at the shop, the simplest method is to click on the customer's name, come over to communication settings, and here you can adjust the sliders on and off as needed, and then press submit. If the customer isn't at the shop, the quickest way to do it is to click the unseen messages, I'm going to tell it to search for everything. I'm going to paste in the customer's last name and search. And I'm going to choose any message that's went to the customer. And I'm going to click on the link for managing subscription. I'm going to set it accordingly, just like a customer would. And I'm going to left click on submit when I'm finished. A quick way to remove a vehicle from a customer's list if they call the shop and say they no longer own it is to go to the communication center, left click, come in here and say, let's see everything, paste in the customer's last name, search, come to the drop down box and say, just show me a service reminder, and then click on the link. In this case, I'm going to expand it. I'm going to click on review all. And I'm going to go down through here and find the same thing the customer has, and I'm going to check this for I no longer own this vehicle. If it's on a text message, I'll do a little different. I'll click on the link. I'll click on the top link in the message, and I'll scroll down and remove it from the list. When we're on the tablet, it's important to be able to see the progress of jobs. So we can see now we got this progress indicator here, and you can see that I've got 5 jobs on the screen. As I scroll through here, you can see it actually takes quite a bit of dragging with your finger to actually do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through here one at a time and mark these jobs complete. So I'm going to mark this first one 100% complete. And you're going to see that it drops off this list and it actually moves to a different area. So now I don't have so much clutter going on. I'm going to come in and mark this next job 100% complete. And now you can see that I've only got 3 remaining. Mark this one complete. And you'll see each time I do, they drop off. If I want to go back and revisit any of these jobs, I can actually click on this arrow and be able to scroll down and have them back on the screen. I'm going to come back here and mark these 0 because this is just a test. And move them back into the jobs that need to be completed area. And you can see it's updated on the screen. So this reduces the clutter and makes it a lot easier to see what's going on. Along with this, there's a new function that's available, and I'm going to go into settings and show you how to set it up. Left click on the hamburger menu. We'll go down to settings. I'm going to left click on inspection, and I'm going to move over here to where it says assigned jobs must be complete before vehicle submission, and click yes. Let's take a look at a few of the different note areas on the tablet and how they can be used effectively. So to do that, I'm going to come down and tap on Open Vehicle. I'm going to move over and I'm going to tap on Vehicle Inspection. And I'm going to go over and grab something from the undercar topic. And I'm actually going to tap on the camera icon first and actually snap a picture. In this case, I'm going to take any picture. I'm going to add a red arrow to the picture. I'm going to move it over, rotate it, and have it pointed directly where I want to. And I'm going to add a note to the picture. I'm going to tap on the microphone to use the voice to chat text. This red arrow is pointing directly at the zoom slider bar. And then upload. So in the picture area, that's where you would make some notes. I'm going to move over here and I'm going to tap on this icon here and it's going to let me add some notes to this topic. In this case, you can see that it's actually asking me to take some measurements. So I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to put the tire pressures in there. And I'm going to add some notes in the bottom here. And these are for shop eyes only. This car is a rust bucket garbage scow. And then I'm going to put some notes for the customer. This vehicle is extremely rusted. So now there's a clear indication between internal and external notes, so there's no question about what's going where. I'm going to press OK and accept these notes. I'm going to look for one other note area here. And this is one without any notes in it. The calipers are extremely rusty, and I doubt I'll be able to get them apart. Additional parts will likely be needed. And then I'm going to press OK. So that's several different ways that notes can be taken. Now what I want to do is look at how they're actually going to show up for the service advisor. So I'm going to go back to the work order. I'm going to press the Smart Chat button and actually send a snapshot to the service advisor. I'm going to get my tablet out of the way. Click on the wrench icon to open it up. And go over to the inspection sheet. So when I get over on the inspection sheet, you can see that I didn't mark any of these topics touched because I didn't want to show them to a customer. But what I did want to show is the different ways that the notes come in. So I'm going to move over here and I'm going to tap on the picture first. See if I can open it up. And you can see the notes are on here. They're locked where the service writer can't edit them, just like in the paper world, but I can copy them and we can use them. And then click apply and then close. The next thing we want to do is talk about the notes in this area here, so you can see that they've come in all where they're internal notes, or what appears to be internal notes initially. So I'm going to click on the pencil, and we're going to look at a couple different ways that these actually can be edited. So when it first comes up on the screen, you're going to see that everything is locked. Here's the internal notes, and here's the customer notes, and they've actually been carried forward where they can't be edited. So right now, these notes aren't available for the customer to actually see unless they're explicitly turned on. So I'm going to turn this on now, and now you can see that I can actually come in here and edit these notes. Also, you can see that the measurements are turned off, and there really wouldn't be much reason for a service writer to edit these notes because they would actually be most likely require input from the technician. But if they had to, they could actually press enter here, and you can see that they actually stay locked. So what we've done is we've actually said that these measurements are approved for the customer to see, but they're still locked where the service writer can't edit them. So again, all these measurements should be coming explicitly from the technician, and if something needs to be changed, we need to send a message back to the technician to make that change. So this is approved for the customers to see. This is approved for them to see also. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to go down and look at a different note area. And click on the pencil. And now you can see this one, it doesn't have any measurements on it, so now I see the notes are locked. And when they're approved for the customer to see, now they can be edited by the service advisor. So this is a great way to actually take some of the confusion out of the notes and actually let the service writer and technician begin to work together as a team. One more thing when it comes to these notes is to be able to go down into the service history and click on the inter-shop communication and be able to see these notes. So these are the notes that were taken. You can see where they've been taken and they've been changed. And you can see now I can also come back and also turn on the internal chat notes. So this is where you can go back and see the history of all these communications. Service Advisor can import images from their PC into the inspection sheet repair order or inspection sheet. And how they're going to do that is by clicking on the camera icon. So I'm going to left click. I'm going to move over and I'm going to grab an image from my PC. Click open. You'll see it upload, and now it's ready to use. All editing can be done just like normal. There's times when you're sending inspection results to the customer that you like to edit and have a custom message. To do that, you're not going to use the automatic workflow send. You're going to click on the wrench icon, click on inspection reports, click on view, click on send, and then decide what type of message that you're going to send to the customer. So in this case, I'm going to choose email and text, and I'm going to add my message that I want to add to it. If I want to send the same message by text, I'll use a paste from email, and you can see that it's copied it over to the other side, and then just press send message. The second way you can do this is by clicking on the customer's name and come down here, and we're going to do similar. We're going to paste the information here just the same way. If we want it to go to both, we'll hit the paste from email. You can see that it's changed it. And now when I press send message, the custom message will go to the customer. If you need to adjust loyalty points for a customer that's no longer at the shop, left click on the search icon, search for the customer's last name, left click on search, click on the customer's name, left click on loyalty points history, move over to adjust loyalty points. I'm going to click select loyalty points to 0. Click OK. The customer's balance is now 0. And I'll close the window. Let's go back and check our work. I'm going to go click on it on any one of the vehicles that's here. Go to loyalty points. And I verified the customer's current balance is 0. And my audit trail is on the right hand side of the screen. In order to turn on the carry forward feature to carry forward your inspection results, first go to hamburger menu, left click, go down to where it says settings, left click, go to inspections, and over on the right hand side you'll see allow activate previous inspection statuses and check yes. Often motors don't have the time or budget to take care of all the recommendation in one visit or parts are not available the same day. That leads to multiple visits to your shop, and applying the 100% inspection rule can mean a lot of additional work just to create the same results as a previous visit. Introducing the carry forward feature. Once activated in my shop, this will automatically copy all the inspection results from the last time to the inspection sheets, so the techs will only need to adjust new findings, and all the other topics will show conditions from the previous visit and note re-inspection and confirmed. All aspects of this feature work only in conjunction with the workflow moving in and out from the waiting for inspect workflow step. The image below shows the steps. Note this process doesn't kick in if there is no inspection done on the previous inspection. So step number 1, the process gets started when the vehicle is moved into the inspection workflow step. The tech will then see the previous inspection results and all conditions, recommended actions, and pictures are available like the inspection had been performed. Being able to confirm and reschedule appointments right from the incoming message area is gotten a lot easier. So I'm going to click on incoming messages. I'm going to go over here to where the messages are, and you can see now all these dates are here where you could actually click and reschedule and have your calendar pop up right in this area. So this is a great way. So reschedule, confirm, or so on is all going to be in this area. When you click a reschedule button, it will give you the option to choose a date based on what you see in your calendar. And I'm going to hit cancel here and exit out.